Hi! I am back from hiatus, self-imposed hiatus, which coincidentally lasted the exact amount of time as my summer break. So, to mark my return, I'm going to do yes, that's where the pile is, my updated games collection. Fucking up here, like the ground is, well, from where the camera is, the ground is about 6 feet, and yeah, so I've got about a 6-foot tower of games. There's 3 games that aren't in the pile because I've loaned them out. That's Heavy Rain, Arkham Asylum, and the Prince of Persia trilogy. So there you go. That's another 3 games. That's practically, if those were here, the pile would be up to here. Big difference there. Now, before I actually hit into the pile, I'm just going to flash these 4 games because they don't really matter. There's that. It don't really matter. It don't matter at all. It don't matter at all because Gran Turismo 5 Prologue, what's the point in that when Gran Turismo 5's out? What's it? World Tour, what's the point in having World Tour if I lost the connector and there's better Guitar Hero games out there? Ratchet and Clank Quest for Booty, there's no point in that because there's Tool Destruction and Crack in time. Like, and Resistance Fall of Man, there was no point in that. There's no point in that. So I'm just gonna crack on with the pile. First, Rise of the Argonauts. I don't know how the lighting's working today. This is a great game. I bought it for a penny. Great game. Brilliant. If you're into your Greek mythology and crap, buy it. It's just fucking, it's boiling with it. It's like bursting at every fucking seam. Next is Dynasty 6. This kinda doesn't matter, but I'm putting it on there because I enjoy it so much. Because I need to get Dynasty 7. But there's so many better games in this pile that I've bought instead of Dynasty 7. Lord of the Rings Conquest. I've only put it on the pile because it's Lord of the Rings, so dear. Resi 5. I've only put it on the pile because it's a Resident Evil game. I fucking hate this piece of shit. Still recommend that you buy it though. I didn't trade it in. Next here. Fear 1, First Encounter Assault Force. Recon team of Shop. It's great. First one, great. Actually, when I first played this, I thought, Christ, this is just a PS2 game with a PS3 cover on it. But it's fun. It's very fun, and it has. You can peer around corners. Like, I haven't seen that since PS1 days. It's great. This is a brilliant game. I suggest you pick it up for a cheap price, obviously. For a bit of nostalgia from the old days. Like, I mean the old days. Like, fucking 90s old days. 20 years ago. Next is Fear 2 Project Origin. Oh fuck, this was a massive disappointment, this game. Like, I played the demo and I actually really enjoyed it. And then I got the first game, really enjoyed that. Got the second game at the exact same time with the first game, and it's not really that good. It's not even scary. The only good thing about this game is the first mission. That was fucking immense. And right at the end, it just gets a bit too much. And you just wonder to yourself, what the fuck is going on here? It's alright. It's nothing special. I don't actually recommend buying this crap. Next up, Siren Blood Curse, an exclusive. Only buy this if you were a fan of the old Forbidden Siren games. I mean, those games back in the day when I first played them, they were fucking shady. They were fucking frightening. Which led me to buy this ultimately, obviously. Graphically, it's great. It's actually really good for back in the it came out back in the day for PS3 games, and like the grainy effect, and it actually looks fucking it's great. It's brilliant to look at. Gameplay is just terrible. It just plays retardedly. It's not scary in the slightest. It's freaky. I'll give you that. It's freaky and disturbing, but it's not scary. There were times where I was actually, like, this is going to sound hypocritical, there were times when I was actually afraid to run out into a corridor where there was enemies. But that's only because the enemies are terrifying to look at, but the game itself is not scary, if you get what I mean. Like, Silent Hill 1 was scary as fuck. Even just walking down the street in Silent Hill 1 was fucking scary. Walking down the street in this is not scary because you've got a rifle in your hand. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get across. I recommend that Forbidden Siren fans buy it, but I recommend everyone else to not buy it. Instead, buy a game like this, Resistance 2, an exclusive. Right there. This game's great. It's a great game. And graphics are obviously nowadays are outdated. 3 years ago, damn it. But it's still a really good game, really, really big game. Scale-wise, it's just fucking crazy. Can't wait for Resistance 3. This is a top-notch game. You should buy it, like right now. Next up is Just Cause 2 and Platinum, and Yellow and shit. This game is incredible. It's incredible. It's incredibly gorgeous. It's incredibly fun, and it's incredibly frustrating. But then again, most games nowadays are incredibly frustrating. I've noticed that. I could play for 100 PS2 games and never have one gripe. But every single game nowadays, there's always something wrong or something frustrating. And this game's got a fuckload of frustrating moments. I still ultimately recommend you buy this. It's great, fantastic, hilarious fun. You'll have so much fun for hours and hours and hours. Next up is Uncharted Drake's Fortune. Great game, buy it, it's an exclusive. Uncharted 2 Among Thieves in Platinum Box. Great game, exclusive, buy it. It's fucking unbelievable. It's so good, it's unbelievable. As with Arkham Asylum, with this, I put off buying this game for so long. I don't know why. I loved Uncharted 1, but I never bought this game, and then randomly I bought it, and then 6 months later I hadn't even opened it. I don't know why. I don't know why. But then I played it and I never stopped. It's great. Buy it before Uncharted 3 comes out, because then you'll just, you know, Uncharted 3 is just going to be ridiculous. Let's just say that, ridiculous. And next up is Mass Effect 2. PS3 edition comes with literally all the DLC. Literally all the DLC. Except for the DLC that come out in 2011. But this comes out with all the DLC. An interactive backstory comic, which is actually great fun. And yeah, what I love about this game is that it's one of those you can change how the world works games that actually changes how the world works. It's great. Well, obviously Oblivion done that and Fallout does that, but like every other game doesn't do that. Like you go around, you kill someone, and then someone on a different planet who somehow knows that other person. It's like grieving. It's great. It's fucking hilarious. Show my hand. Right, next up, White Knight Chronicles, an exclusive. I finally I bought this at Christmas, and only now I've finally gotten around to completing it about last week. What I can say about this game is that I really enjoyed it. It looked, I'm gonna say great actually. It looked great. I really enjoyed playing this game from start to nearly the finish. Because then when the end come up, I was like, I just wasted like 40 hours on this piece of shit. And I just kind of threw everything out the room. I couldn't believe how terrible the ending on this game was. But then again, it kind of makes sense because there's a White Knight Chronicles 2, so I'll let you off with that. I hated the ending so much, and the Knights are fucking awesome. You buy this. If you're a fan of RPGs, buy it. Enslaved, Odyssey to the West. This is a great game. One of those rare gem games. Obviously, like Ninja Theory, they've only brought out like Heavenly Sword and this, and both of them have been highly cinematic, greatly graphic, brilliantly story-driven games. And now they're bringing out a Devil May Cry game. This could be fucking amazing. Heavenly Sword needs a sequel. This needs a sequel. They're both great. This is just fucking amazing. Buy it. Infamous 1, exclusive, Platinum box, Platinum the game, great game. Buy it. Fucking amazing. Infamous 2 special edition with like holographic like 3D shit going on. Yeah. I bought the Hero edition and it came with the special edition of the game. So sleeve, which like I hate that. It's like got that shit on the sleeve and then the box is just that. Box is just nothing on the box. Then you open and you get art stuff and then you get the disc. Obviously, it's cool. Infamous 2, if you enjoyed Infamous 1, then Infamous 2 is 100,000,000% the better game. Everything's great, graphics, gameplay, blah blah blah. Everything's amazing. Buy it, please. And then they're bringing out a DLC where Cole's a vampire. That's great. And you actually get to suck people's blood instead of draining their souls. That's quite cool. Oh god, why is that coming on? Jesus. Right, next up, game, a very new game of mine. I bought this about 4 days ago, and I've completed it. Thank God, I finally completed it.